KG added in the comments, who's y'all's favorite blue guy? Bane, Thrawn, or other?
That's like
I have an
Senator
answer for
Ornfree
this.
Ta.
Eiffel 65 has triggered that he was not entered into the chat. Let's think about it for a second. What all the best blue characters in
I already
Star
have
Wars?
mine.
Who is yours?
Max Rebo.
Oh yeah.
Why, really though? Besides like a meme, why?
Because he's so cute.
Because he can lay down a banging riff.
Yeah, he can. He keeps the vibes going.
I think my favorite thing about Max Rebo, and this might not have been him when this happened, but he sees that like Twi'lek, whatever, get murdered, dropped to the bottom of a whatever, and the Rancor eats her, and he's just like, all right, but we
Hit
still
it.
got a jam though. So like,
Can't let the vibes die down.
I don't get paid for opinions.
He also plays jizz with his feet.
Oh,
sure does.
Did you also,
He's a
since
jizz
I
master.
brought it up, did you see that they're trying to retcon jizz? Like they're trying to like
They're taking jizz out of Star Wars.
Yes,
now?
they're trying to
What
change
next?
the name of it.
What about? So speaking on blue characters, what?
You
What
didn't
about
answer yours. Who's your favorite blue character?
I don't know. I mean, based on this season alone, what about Aayla Secura?
There you go.
That's a good one. I like Senator Ornfree Ta, the guy who talks like this and is always panicking.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, I don't really know if I could say Aayla Secura though. Although she was fine this season.
She's cool. Yeah, she's chill for a Jedi.
Yeah, but like an actual character that's like does some things besides like getting shot and like has some like basic lines. I don't know. I think I have to say. I'm gonna say Cad Bane. I'm gonna say Bane. I don't know. It's Bane or Thrawn.
Cool.
It's so tough. But hot take: I liked Cad Bane more in live action than I did Thrawn.
Oh, then Thrawn. Yeah.
Specifically in live action. Interesting.
He made the translation to live action better, you think?
Yeah.
That's good. I like that as a hot take. Yeah, we can. That's
Yeah, let's come back to that one.
Yeah, we'll come back to that later. But for now, I don't know. I think I have to say Thrawn for the entirety of his character. But overall, like, I don't know. It's really tough for me to like give up on Cad Bane because even though his Clone Wars stuff's a little clunky at times, I don't know. I'll have to revisit it.
Exactly. That's what's a great thing that we are revisiting this because I mean the season or the series is so long that it's hard to remember everything. And I'm so glad that we are going through this because I've only seen everything through once. And it's cool to come across the episodes where you're like, oh wow, I do remember this episode and I can't believe this was only in season 1. And I think season 2 is going to really jump up in quality, and I think it consistently goes upwards from here until we get to that episode with the droids and the little tiny dude. Then we can just skip over those, honestly.
Well, like, especially when it comes to like debating between Cad Bane and like, I don't know, anybody else, any other blue characters. I'm still stuck on this. So I'm trying to think of one. I don't know. I think I'm just fine. I'm going to go ahead and say it's Thrawn, but only because I don't know if there's any significant moments in the Clone Wars that Cad Bane's even really a part of. Like, think about it. Like, what does Cad Bane actually do this whole first season? Or not first season, the entirety of this show that's relatively significant. I'd say
he's a badass.
I think he has a more significant role in the Bad Batch than he does in this.
Right. His coolest moment kind of got cut from the Clone Wars or never got to be made.
Well,
and then they
reused
it for...
Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. This is our first episode that we've seen him in, so we can't really...
And he was good in it, but...
I think he's got a cool... I love his robot-y voice.
I love his little, like, hat.
His silhouette
and he has this, like, swag when he moves
right.
and
like,
the ugly bombs, and he's... Yeah.
So
Westerns were a big influence for the original Star Wars. So I think Cad Bane is maybe one of the best representations of Western kind of thematicism.
He would have gotten that with the hat alone.
Yeah.
Okay, so
let alone the cool the way he talks and his boots and his trench
Doesn't he always have
coat.
like a toothpick too?
Yeah.
All right. So favorite Star Wars character to listen to. You hear their voice and you're
Size
just
Snoodles.
who? Come again, excuse you? Bless you?
Size Snoodles.
What is that?
The-
Jedi
isn't he the-
Rocks.
Yeah, the lead singer for the next Rebo.
That's your favorite voice. That is your favorite voice in all of Star Wars?
Other than when Kylo Ren says, "More!"
There's so many things
I
I could
love it.
apply that to.
I know.
So many things. No, I don't know. Really though? That's it? You don't have any other voices that come to mind that you're like, if this person
I
told
mean,
a story?
every voice. I
Mm.
like. Maybe I'm just on TikTok too much that like audio like ticks sort of just are always like circulating my mind that get like repeated over and over again. But I mean, what kind of question is that, Brody?
I don't know. I just like Thrawn's
I think
voice.
it's a good question. Do you like Thrawn's voice? It's a good voice.
I'm just
Mads
saying, like, if
Mikkelsen.
he's if what's the
Hondo
guy?
has a great voice.
Hondo's is great. I would listen
Clancy
to stories.
Brown as
Yeah.
what writer? What is that his name? Ryder
Yeah,
Vizago.
Raider. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's Mr. Krabs himself
Mhm.
Yeah.
in Star Wars.
But
don't
I mean,
know.
like Matt Lanter's voice as Anakin Skywalker is so Anakin Skywalker. I love
Alright.
it so much.
So, question then, we'll take this to the next level. If you had any character in Star Wars, like, and that you have to pick a person and they're reading an audiobook, who's the character, right? And don't say it's Snag Sneedle Snapping, all right? Like, don't even, because like we all know that's not true. You're not listening to 48 hours of that. Who's the person that's reading the audiobook and telling you?
KG's in the comments and says, "Can't go wrong with James Earl Jones."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
That's kind of the ultimate answer for sure.
Honestly, Tamora Morrison.
Oh,
I love Boba Fett's voice, and if you guys haven't heard his album, he actually is an incredible singer. He's got like
really?
It's a cover album. Just TEM. Yeah, look it up. Add it to your watch later. Listen to it next.
I'm so sad
that I do after this podcast.
I'm surprised you didn't know that, Brody.
I'm surprised I didn't know that.
Tem is also so hard of a name.
Tem Morrison.
Sounds like a rapper.
Yeah. No, I'll have to check that out. I think I'm still saying Thrawn. Although Tamara Morrison, yeah, and I feel bad. It's is it Mads Mikkelsen or is it Lars Mikkelsen?
Oh,
Lars.
Now
it's
I'm
Lars.
confused.
It's
Yeah.
Lars. It's
You're
Lars
right. You're
Mikkelsen.
right.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm like, hold on. Now there are two
Good
of them.
catch.
All right.
Maybe this is kind of cheating for an
nepotism is
answer,
strong.
but the voice actor who plays Hondo Onako, who I can't remember his voice right now, is it Jim Cummings maybe? He's like a really famous voice actor, so part of me would like want him because he'd be able to change it up and bring a lot of personality to like an audiobook.
Okay.
Yeah. Good
All right.
point.
So next question we haven't asked. Favorite Star Wars character. So that was the favorite one to hear. Favorite one to see.
Favorite one to look at.
Favorite one to look at. You can take that any way you want. I mean, like I know for me, whenever Boba Fett comes on, I lose my mind. So you could say. Why did you say it like that, Brian?
I don't know. I'm waiting for Amanda to say something inappropriate.
I was
It's usually
wiping
her
the
that
drool
starts
off
it.
of my mouth as I was
Thinking about Obi-Wan.
Shirtless Kylo Ren.
All I was when Boba Fett comes flying in and he's got his like armor on, that was my favorite thing I think I've ever seen in Star Wars. So like that I don't know if that's my favorite character, but it's up there. But Amanda and Brian, go ahead. Say your thirsty things.
I'll just have to say Darth Vader is kind of basic, but yeah, I just love looking at Darth Vader in
Yeah.
any lighting.
Oh my gosh,
Black
KG says
leather.
Ben Solo in his good boy sweater. I
His
totally
good boy
agree.
sweater?
Oh yeah, at the end of episode 9.
Yes. Oh my gosh, big
Yeah.
fan.
Okay, changing my
Yes.
answer.
But I also gotta say, Kit Fisto in Attack
Don't
of
say
the
episode 3.
Clones.
Okay, good.
Yeah, not episode 3.
No, not
That's
as he's
just
getting
Attack
sliced
of
in
the
half.
Just
Clones. Yeah.
that was
cool
my
to
favorite
look
thing to see. Die.
Just-
All right.
Mhm.
So you have to marry one Star Wars character.
I
FMK.
mean, have to.
Yeah, FMK. All right. Well, I mean, that's just kind yeah. I don't even know what we would say for 3 random characters. So you got to marry one. Who's the person in Star Wars
Who
you're
am I
marrying?
marrying?
Obi-Wan would make the best husband by
Because I feel
far.
like if I
He
just
would.
said like who do you have a crush on? Like Amanda's gonna say Kylo, but Amanda I don't think would marry Kylo. So like that's a
Yeah, this is a little
very
unstable.
Yeah, I could fix him.
exactly like we would lose a co-host. That'd be very sad. Very sad for the show.
Oh. You guys answer first. I need to think about this.
Ooh.
I said
Well-
Obi-Wan. Oh, I'm sticking with it.
You're
Yeah.
really gonna stick with Obi-Wan Kenobi?
It's not the first time I said it, and it won't be the last.
Yeah,
But
he is husband material.
What if though Obi-Wan wouldn't marry you because we, as far as we know, is only straight?
Mm.
That's not true, actually. According to one of the new novels, he is
Okay.
at least
Yes!
bi-curious. So
All
How
right.
got
can
a
you live?
shot.
How can you live in a universe with 30,000 different races and be like, I'm only attracted to the opposite sex of my
Okay, but
race."
also he's a Jedi, so he can't marry unless you're telling me right now he's
he
leaving
would have
the
left
Jedi
the
Order.
Jedi
for you.
Order for Sabine. So I mean, if I had met him at the right time, and I was in a better place in my life, who knows?
Oh my
Hmm.
gosh. Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Amanda, do you have your answer?
I, mm, I, I've answered this question before, and it's kind of controversial. But that's what this podcast is all about. I can't tell if I want to be married to or be the child of Kanan and Hera. Like, if I wanted to be like in a throuple with them,
Hmm.
and something like that. But yeah,
Yeah, that could be the next
they
question.
they have definitely the healthiest relationship that we see in all of Star Wars. So that's definitely since Hera's widowed, I suppose I would help raise Jason and provide for her and protect her. Not that she really needs my help, but
All right.
Good
I
answer.
think I'm saying Ray. I mean, it'd be a little scary at times. Like if there's just another day where she just like wants to open up the fridge and she just electrocutes it because she doesn't know her own power. Like there would be some scary days in there as she's figuring herself out. But overall, I think she's a really neat character. Someone you're like, okay, I could marry this person. Life would never get dull.
you'd be marrying the like heir of Palpatine, so
Badass.
it's kind of scary.
If Padme and Anakin made it work, she turned out fine.
Did they make it work?
She was fine.
You
And
sure
there
she
would be Obi-Wan again. Actually, instead of Obi-Wan, it'd be Brian on the thing. There's Ray.
KG said Shin Hati. Oh, yes.
No. No.
You don't get.
You
I
didn't
don't
find
know
her
why you don't.
cute?
No.
Mm.
No. And I certainly wouldn't marry her.
I would let her ruin my life.
Yeah.
that's
I
the kind of
also wouldn't
toxicity
marry
I
her,
need.
but I would also let her ruin my life and like step on my throat and yeah.
Yo. Well, I guess are we moving into the other 2 letters? That's like, is that where this is naturally heading? Why don't we just go ahead and say kill? Let's now. Speaking of stepping on throats, there's one character. No matter what, you're going to prison for no matter what. Because you're murdering someone. This is
So
not
you
okay.
but
But
you might as
Pong
well.
Krell.
But you get one, and it can be anybody. Who's your
Pong
person?
Krell.
Who's Palm Krell?
Well, you'll
The-
find out in season 4
The
All right, hold
Umbara
on.
arc.
in the
Yes.
Umbara arc of Clone Wars. Pong Krell.
Oh yeah,
Probably
that
the
guy.
most-
That's
yeah.
really why him of all the people in Star Wars.
You'll
mean.
you'll know.
He's so mean.
But
he's-
really, that's the one.
All my homies hate Pong Krell.
I get it.
I don't know, Brian. Who would you say? Who's the one person you're taking out? No questions asked.
I feel like I would like to step on a Geonosian with an ATST.
Gosh, why? What is up with you and Geonosians? Poor
I just hate
Poor
him.
click clack.
Creepy.
Poor click clack. I don't know. I'd say maybe I got to think here. There's a lot. Maybe you would say the Martez sisters from the Clone Wars.
Wow.
Maybe I would say the mods from the Book of Boba Fett.
So far, all of your answers have been homophobic.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say
Wait, what?
Next one I was gonna say is young Boba. All right,
Yeah,
young Boba is there.
He's kind of a brat.
understandable.
I'd probably say Tan Divo from the Clone Wars is another one.
I
That's
remember
one I
that
don't
person.
know. Tan Divo.
Yeah, I'd probably say
Oh yeah.
maybe
Yeah, no, that dude's catching hands.
maybe honestly, like Zero the Hutt's too easy. Like I don't like hate him. It'd have to be like who's someone like I don't really know. I maybe nah, I wouldn't be
C-3PO?
Count Dooku. No, maybe
kill-
Grievous. Just
That would be a
'cause?
good, yeah, that would get you some status for sure. If you're going to prison, then
Yeah.
like
You took out
no one's gonna
General.
mess with you after that.
Yeah, you took out General Grievous. So like I don't know. I thought you know what? No, it's probably Mace Windu.
Hmm.
I'm just saying
So that
names
means
right
you're a
now.
Sith?
I think I am. Maybe. It just depends on the day. He's just kind of a prick.
If the glove fits, if the black glove fits, then
Oh gosh.
I suppose so.
I don't know. Mace Windu, like I like Yoda, and I think Mace Windu, like it's one of those things that, like, and that's just like if I was gonna take out any Jedi, it's Mace Windu.
If I was going to take out any Jedi, well, Pong Krell is a Jedi, but a hot take would be Yoda.
Yeah, I couldn't do that to Yoda. I just love him. I just love Yoda.
He's so cute and little. I don't think I could. I mean, as much as I disagree with his philosophy and the impact he had on the Jedi Order was irreversibly damaging to their moral core.
As far as like if I could go back in a time machine and like prevent like all of the things from happening, then my choice would be to kill Yoda.
Gosh, that's dark. Okay, I do have mine though. Mine is Wicket. Yeah, that's my one. That's my one. The Geonosian's clip. I now know for sure because I do actually like Mace Windu. I don't want to kill him, and like General Grievous is cool. If I had to kill somebody, it's Wicket.
Why though? For pure random
hate.
just yes.
And you just have to like put his head on a pike just for all the others to
see.
Wow.
No.
No. I will never forgive them almost eating Han Solo. People forget that fact. They were going to eat them. All right.
I mean, they're hungry.
No, there's got to be
nice.
It takes so whenever I see them, and I always think back to the Lost World Jurassic Park, and people are like, "Oh, look at those compies, those Compsognathus. They're so cute." And they're like, "They're not afraid of humans. They have no reason to be." And that's them.
Are those the little ones? Like
Yeah.
the tiny little ones?
Yeah, and that's these little Ewoks. They have no reason to be afraid, and they're just like, "Hey, you're walking. We're gonna eat you. You're clearly intelligent, and we don't care. We're gonna eat you." And it's like, all right, someone somewhere has to send a message. Just be like, "You could try, but you probably shouldn't." Just saying. Just saying. If I could do that and stop so many innocent hikers from being eaten on Endor, like, I'm a hero.
KG said Sebulba.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's a cheater.
He's just got too much. He's just got. Speaking of shifty feet, I like Watto. I like Watto. All right. So is that all three letters? Did we get through all of them?
Yeah, more or less. The first two categories kind of blended together.
We played it safer. We played it safer for the beginning.
It PG.
We played it PG. That's true. All right. Well, we've covered a lot of ground this episode. Any other random questions we want to ask? Because I feel like this season was at a 58%. There's not a lot else to say about the Clone Wars season 1. I'm just gonna keep asking random questions because I'm genuinely curious until somebody stops me.
They're good questions. Keep them coming.
Well,
okay.
I just wanted to reiterate one more time before we keep going that this episode ended with a 73.6% for the record.
I did say that, Amanda. You never listen to me.
I just wanted to reiterate it.
You're not my real dad. Goodness. All
Okay,
right.
if someone in Star Wars was your real dad, who would it be?
Ooh, no, that's a good question.
Mm.
Oh, who is yo daddy? Mm. I mean, it is kind of cool to have Darth Vader as your dad.
Yeah,
If you
that's
know,
kind of been done before.
just can you imagine? Like, no Ewok would mess with you if they knew Darth Vader was your dad.
I don't know. Ewoks are kind of fearless. I don't know if you played Battlefront 2 enough.
No, they're terrifying. Another reason it's Wicket every day.
I feel like Qui-Gon would be a really good dad.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Honestly,
No,
like
he
my
gives
mom was just
he's
going up the lineage. Like, no, Anakin
Yeah.
would suck. No.
he's got divorced
Yeah.
dad vibes. Like he does not
But
actually
like
gonna
cool
take you.
divorce dad. Like
Yeah.
actually like his wife was probably like someone was like a little crazy with her. So like he actually ended up like in a better situation by leaving her, you know?
Yeah, I could see that. But he's totally at a Creed concert. Like
Yeah,
that's
who doesn't
And
love
he'll
Creed?
take you to, yeah.
he's
What was that
Let him
totally
supposed to
take you
say?
with him.
he's totally at a Nickelback concert. He's totally at a Daughtry concert. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Mm.
Actually,
butt rock.
Daughtry's more of like divorced mom, I think, actually. Yeah. All right. So Amanda, who's your dad?
I just said it, didn't I? Qui-Gon.
Oh, you're really sticking with Qui-Gon. Okay, I thought we were like, all right, Brian.
I'll have to go with Daddy Dooku.
Mm.
I think he's the
Really?
one who started it all. I think, yeah, if he had had a child that could have, shown him the value of life, he probably wouldn't have gone to the dark side. He would have just left the Jedi Order and then just been a cool, rich Count of Sereno.
Yeah.
And then I would be loaded and set for life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure would.
Yep.
That yeah. Besides the fact that you might end up getting caught in some like line of fire there, but
How
yeah.
are you not saying Jango Fett, Brody?
I don't think I could take it. Is the thing.
The pressure?
No, I don't think I could handle losing him on Geonosis. And then
Oh.
my like little whiny brother, like he's like going through a phase for like the next few years apparently. Like he becomes really cool, but he's just got to go get through it, and that's going to be really annoying. Taking care of him is going through his little rebel phase, and like I don't know, Boba would obviously outshine me too in the long term, and I'd be like some accountant somewhere in the galaxy, and they're just like, oh, it's B Fett, everyone run, and that's like, oh no, it's Brody Fett, we're fine. The accountant,
no.
we're fine. Hondo, it's okay. Like that, no one. I would be disrespected everywhere I go if I'm related to Boba Fett. So couldn't do it.
KG threw out a couple good names. Bale, might stick with Galen or Daddy Din Djarin.
Ooh,
He's also, yeah, he's
All good fathers.
I don't know if he's completely emotionally available, and I'm not sure he got the whole point of the leaving a cult thing, and then he just went straight back to it. I don't know if that's the best environment to raise a child in, but
I'm
You
gonna
know
say
what they always
Obi-Wan.
say? If you
He's
wait
very
until you're
protective.
ready to have kids, then you'll never have kids.
No one's ever
so-
totally ready. Yeah.
I'm still saying Obi-Wan. Like I am that accident between like obviously, like I don't really know
You're
him.
Obi-Wan's bastard son.
Yeah, the one that he doesn't even know about that was
Corky.
raised on Mandalore. So it's one of those things like I've got Force DNA, but I live on Mandalore, but I don't really know who my dad is, but I hear a bunch of tales. And then eventually it comes to me the Force Ghost, and I'm like in my 20s, like figuring it out. And I'm like basically Sabine. That's way cooler than being Jango's son. So I'm going to say Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I am kind of mad at myself for not bringing up Hunter, but I'm changing my answer to Hunter.
Hunter.
I think he's emotionally available. He's wise. He's smart. He's a good leader. He's protective, and
He's got big dad energy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can
I
see
think
that.
he's the best dad in Star Wars. Actually,
That's a good take. That's a good hot take.
That's good.
I'd agree
the
with that.
only one that's there for.
Okay, so now you wake up tomorrow and you are in the Star Wars universe, but you're an indentured servant. We're not going to say slave. You're an indentured servant. So whenever you're like, let's say for 5 years, you have to just follow the whims of whoever this person is. Who's the person you're working for? I mean, you're getting this person coffee, you're taking care of laundry, you're doing everything. You're this person's secretary. Whatever it is, you're working for this person for the next 5 years as an indentured servant. Who is it?
Well, like can we assume that like good people would have like, even though the Jedi didn't have servants, like, are we
I mean,
playing into that
Padawans were
idea?
kind of that though. Like they kind of
That's
were.
true. That's
They were
true.
the coffee getters. They were
Right.
the. There wasn't a lot of respect given to Padawans. It can be
I would
anybody.
I would love to work for Padme.
She'd be a good.
I feel
Good.
like I'd be doing work for like a good cause.
I wasn't expecting that. I mean, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll say the Queen of Naboo, not Padme, but I definitely would want to live on Naboo, get to chill in the quarters there on feed.
Heck
And
yeah.
I think that'd be a nice place to live as a servant.
I think I'm going back and saying I'm either saying Plo Koon, Kit Fisto, or right now after like season 1 of Clone Wars, I think you got to say Ayla Secura. It's probably like you're not going to die, at least not yet, because you're with like a main character. But you're gonna meet some end. They will anyway. But if I gotta work for someone for 5 years, you're gonna see some badass missions. You're definitely not gonna die. And she seems cool.
Yeah. That's a
So
great
I'll
answer.
rock with that. I'll rock with that. But yeah, I mean, well, I guess we did have Kit Fisto this season too, didn't we? He was that
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
that General Grievous episode. That was a good one. One of those two. One of those two for sure.